We're going to run the country until such time as we can do a safe, proper, and judicious transition. So we don't want to be involved with having somebody else get in, and we have the same situation that we had for the last long period of years. So we are going to run the country until such time as we can do a safe, proper, and judicious transition.
While you were sleeping this weekend, the map of the world's energy just changed forever. In a shocking midnight raid codenamed Operation Absolute Resolv, U.S. forces captured Nicolas Maduro. But ignore the headlines about democracy for a second. This isn't just about a trial in New York. It's about the 300 billion barrels of oil sitting under Venezuelan soil that the U.S. just took a massive gamble on. Here is the deep state reality of what's happening at the gas pump. Donald Trump just declared the U.S. will run Venezuela until a transition happens. But look at the stock market today. Chevron is up 5%, and Exxon is at record highs. Why? Because Venezuela holds more oil than Saudi Arabia, but for a decade, that infrastructure has been rotting. The U.S. didn't just capture a leader, they essentially just seized the world's largest fixer-upper. If the U.S. can successfully rebuild these refineries, we're looking at a global oil glut that could crash prices to under $50 a barrel by next year. Now, here's what the mainstream media isn't touching: the reimbursement plan. Trump just suggested that U.S. taxpayers might actually pay oil companies to go in and fix Venezuela's broken pipes. Think about that. We are talking about billions of dollars in public funds to rebuild another country's oil industry so that private companies can sell that oil back to us. It's a genius move for energy independence, but it's a terrifying precedent for international law. The UN is already calling this a dangerous precedent, but in 2026, the question is, does the law matter more than the price of a gallon of gas? The skeptics are already sounding the alarm. They say this looks less like liberation and more like resource imperialism. Russia and China, who both have massive investments in Venezuelan oil, are furious. We are sitting on a geopolitical powder keg. If China decides to retaliate by cutting off rare earth minerals while we're busy drilling in Caracas, the cheap oil we were promised might come at the cost of every electronic device in your house. We are witnessing the most aggressive use of the Monroe Doctrine in over 100 years. Is this a brilliant move for American energy, or are we repeating the mistakes of the early 2000s? I want to know your take. Is $2 gas worth a military intervention? Drop a comment below, because this is the story that will define 2026.